What's up, guys? Welcome back to All Wings Everything, and you are in my kitchen with your boy Spinelli, back for another easy and delicious recipe. I'm gonna show you guys today how to make a blackened shrimp po' boy. Yes, if we wasn't in the pandemic, guess what? A portion of this country would be celebrating Mardi Gras season. And one of my favorite things to have during Mardi Gras is a shrimp po' boy. So I hope you're in your kitchen. I'm already in mine, so let's go. All right, so here are the ingredients we're going to use for today's recipe. So let me start back here. Right here, I have some hoagie rolls, but they typically make them on French rolls, but I didn't see any in my local grocery store. So if you have French rolls, you can use French rolls. That's what they typically make them on, but the hoagie rolls are just fine. They're made out of the same type of dough, so you can use hoagie rolls also. Right here, I have some shredded cabbage. Now, I've already got mine pre-shredded. If you have cabbage at home, you can shred it yourself. Right here, mayo. We have hot sauce, onion powder, extra virgin olive oil, pickles, Creole seasoning, spicy brown mustard, or you can use regular mustard, some pepper, we have capers. Right here we have about 1.25 pounds of shrimp. I have garlic powder, smoked paprika, some cornmeal, salt, lemon, tomato, minced garlic, butter, and some chives. So these are the ingredients we're going to use, guys. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I've already measured out our ingredients. So let me tell you what we have. Now we do have more ingredients, but I didn't want to put them all here. So we're gonna talk about them step by step. But the first step here is to get our shrimp seasoned. So let me tell you what I have. Right here, I have 1.25 pounds of shrimp. Now this is this recipe calls for 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of shrimp, so you can use the same measurement. So what I have here is I have 2 tablespoons of yellow cornmeal. I have 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. I have 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of Creole seasoning. I have 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, and I have 1 teaspoon of paprika. Now, this is considered the blackened seasoning that we're gonna use now. If you just wanna go out and purchase your own blackened seasoning, you can, that's already made up for you. And if you do that, then I would use about 1 tablespoon of blackened seasoning for this recipe for your shrimp, if you already have blackened seasoning. All right, so this is what we have. So let's move on to the next step. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're just going to place our shrimp into a bigger bowl, because we're gonna go ahead and get these bad babies seasoned up, and this bowl is too small, so we get them all seasoned up. And the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to add the cornmeal and also the lemon juice. Let's add our onion powder, our garlic powder, our smoked paprika, and our Creole seasoning. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get this all mixed up together. And you wanna make sure you get all this good seasoning on all of your shrimp. Now, it doesn't need to be coated, but you want it, like you're frying them, but it needs to have some of the seasoning on it. So that's what you're really looking for. You're not looking for a thick or thin layer of coating. You're looking at just to get some seasoning on it. Basically for it to look like this, all right? So let's move on. All right, so now we're gonna prepare our remoulade. So let me tell you what I have here. I have 3 teaspoons of fresh chopped chives. I have 1/2 cup of mayo. I have 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, 1/2 tablespoon of capers, 1/2 teaspoon of lemon juice, 1/2 teaspoon of hot sauce. I have 1/2 teaspoon of pickle juice, 1 tablespoon of Creole seasoning, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and I have 1/2 teaspoon of that spicy mustard. So these are the ingredients. So let's go ahead and prepare our remoulade sauce. All right, so now let's go ahead and combine all the ingredients of our for our sauce. So what I'm gonna start here, I'm gonna start with our lemon juice, and here our pickle juice, the hot sauce, add our capers, I'm gonna start with our spicy mustard, minced garlic, our salt, pepper, Creole seasoning, and our chives. Now guys, we can get this a good mix. If you have a food processor, you can put it in your food processor to get it all combined really, really well, but I'm gonna use what I have here. I'm not gonna put it in a food processor. I don't think we need it. We can mix it just like this and it'll do just fine. This works well just like this. And this is what we have. All right, so let's move on. Okay, so now we're gonna start preparing our shrimp. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add our olive oil to our pan. And we're gonna get this bad baby heated up. And once we get it up to temperature, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start dropping our shrimp. All right, so it looks like we're heated up and we're going to start laying our shrimp in. We're gonna put them in a single layer, guys. You don't stack them. If you can't get them in a single layer, if you're doubling up on a recipe or something, or you got real big shrimp, then you're gonna have to cook them in batches. And we're gonna let them cook for about 3 minutes on each side. After the 3 minutes, we're gonna turn them over and we're gonna cook the other side for another additional 3 minutes. All right, guys, so I've already turned over a few already because when you have the electric stove, some cook quicker than others. So I turned some of them over already. So I'm going to start turning over more and let them finish cooking for another 3 minutes on the other side. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so it looks like we are there, our last 3 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get them up out of here. So you can see, look at that nice color. You don't have to cook shrimp that long. Man, this looks good. All right, so I'm gonna get this turned off and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm gonna get them out of here into this bowl. Ooh-wee. All right, I'm gonna sit these aside and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so here are our hoagie rolls. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and stick them in the oven under a broiler for a couple of minutes. So, because you want to make sure your bread is toasted. I'm gonna lightly toast it. I'm not gonna fully toast it, but lightly toast it, and we'll be right back. All right. All right, so I've toasted my hoagie bun. So what I'm gonna do now is gonna take some butter and I'm gonna spread it across, both sides. I like a little bit more butter than most. So if you're not good on, you don't like butter, you don't have to do that. Now we're gonna take some of this sauce and we're just going to take a spoonful and we're gonna spread it across bottom half of the bun. Now we're gonna start with our tomatoes. And our pickles. Now we're gonna start adding our shrimp. Oh yes. More on here. Now we're gonna start adding our cabbage. Top here. And we're gonna do a little bit more sauce across the top. So guys, take a look at that. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna go ahead and get this bad baby on the plate and I'll be right back. And there you have it. New Orleans style blackened shrimp po' boy. Yes, if you ever been to Mardi Gras, man, you always gotta pick up one of these. Every time I'm in Mardi Gras, I make sure I grab one of these. And matter of fact, just when I'm in New Orleans, period, these things are delicious. You can also find some good ones down in Mobile too. We have a little Cajun flavor down there too. But guys, this is a delicious recipe and the measurements are all in the video description below along with the links. And you already know, before we get out of here, we gotta do some quality control. So let's do it. All right, guys, time to do a little quality control. Don't mind the mess behind me. I am in the process of moving, so that's why you may see some boxes behind me or maybe some items. So, but that's neither here or there. I just want to let you know I am not messy. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try out this. Look at that. Ooh, man. This shrimp po' boy. All right, guys. Let's not even waste any more time. All right, so let me go ahead. I'm trying to figure out what end to attack it on. So I'm just gonna attack it on this end. Man, this tastes good. That sauce, oh, that sauce is what makes it. Let me tell you, I like the tail on my shrimp too. If you want to remove the tail, you can. I keep the tail on my shrimp whenever I'm eating, except if it's boiled. If it's kind of fried like we did a pan fried or either deep fried, I keep the tail on. So let me take one more bite. And until again, I can't even talk, it's so good. And until then, I'm your cook, Spinella, all wings, everything, and I am out. Peace.